Boys, we're going to be reacting to the state of play for good old PlayStation. It's going to be going over Phantom Blade Zero. And throughout this entire showcase, you guys will have the pleasure of being able to see the chat that is totally not going to be available on the live replay, because we all know they're going to disable it. They don't want you to see all of this no disc, no buy craziness that's happening in the chat right now. It's absolutely insane. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. But let's see what's going on, because I am excited for Phantom Blade Zero. And just to be clear, for people that have this misconception, Phantom Blade Zero is not a Sony game. It is not a PlayStation game. All PlayStation did was they bought exclusivity for 12 months. That's all they did, but it's not developed by them. It's not published by them. It is developed and published by the same company, a Chinese company called S-Game. Just so that you guys are aware. All right, here we go.
Creative consultant for Phantom Blade Zero and the actor behind Mo Yuan.
Yes, the game is releasing on Steam. Yes, when I say exclusive, I mean it's not releasing on Xbox or Nintendo Switch. That's what I mean. But it's releasing PC day one.
Is legends. Rooted in the traditions of Chinese martial arts, Phantom Blade Zero embraces bold imaginations and distinct cultural elements to create a new aesthetic we call Kung Fu Punk.
I will say that Sony must have spent so much money to get 12 months of exclusivity on this game, because if they're dedicating a 20-minute state of play just to this game alone, yeah, they definitely spend some big money on this game. I would not be surprised, just for the exclusivity anyway. But it might be because of the success of Black Myth Wukong. They're probably hoping this game hits in a similar way.
I'm Soul
Anyway,
Friend,
let's keep going.
the creator and director of Phantom Blade Zero.
This guy's name is fucking Soul Frame? Yo, that's the most badass name that I've ever heard in my life.
Vendettas and lightning fast
Soul
wordplay.
Frame, holy shit.
You play as Soul,
That's
once
crazy.
the Order's most feared blade. After being set up for your leader's murder, you are betrayed by the people you once fought beside.
What have I done?
In the final duel against your childhood blood brother, Zuo Shang, the blade is driven through your heart.
You're late. Let's get started already.
Oh shit. That was cool. Oh,
The
double kill?
mysterious healer, the flesh sculptor, restores your life, but with a fatal condition. You have exactly 66 days to live.
Don't tell me there's gonna be a time mechanic in this game.
Survival means finding a cure hidden in the chaos ahead, but the hunt will force you to confront the rod beneath your betrayal and the skill massive enough to break the entire Wulin. The Wulin is a martial underworld forged in blood and belief. You will walk among the last guardians of righteousness, the fallen who surrendered to darkness, and the lost warriors bound by broken codes. Each choice you make here will fracture your trajectory and reshape your fate. 66 days. That's all the time you have.
Oh boy.
But you won't be alone. Martial artists from across the Wulin have gathered in Pangzhen, turning the town into a deadly trap of rival factions, hidden malice, and deadly schemes.
Are we really gonna have a time mechanic in this game?
The girl's nothing.
Or
but
is
a
it just like story based, I wonder?
She'll never be.
What the fuck? Bro, the chat is going crazy. I know you guys can see this, but if you're watching the playback, comment down below because this is crazy, man. Look at this. Oh my god. I very rarely have ever seen anything like it. Nobody could get a word in. I'm really surprised they left the chat back up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Master Soul has entered Pangzhen. It seems the flesh sculptor's tainted hearts has restored his strength.
A change in the game may not be such a bad thing. I'm looking forward to his next move.
The Phantom World is a stage for the style we call Kung Fu Punk, where traditional Kung Fu collides with steampunk machinery and body modification. Your journey takes you through intricate but surreal landscapes, leading you deep into the heart of Pangzhen and its surrounding villages, valleys, lakes, and shadowed territories, including a valley overrun by ruthless bandits.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're trying to convince you that only a minority of people buy games on physical media, and meanwhile this chat is literally filled with thousands of people spamming physical media. But yeah, I guess ultimately at the end of the day, you know, most people are not necessarily watching this stuff. A lot of the normies don't even bother watching this stuff. They just buy games. So I guess, but I never will believe that it's as small as Sony or PlayStation is ever trying to make it seem like it is. Because obviously it benefits them to make it seem as small as possible. This is really starting to look like Black Myth Wukong.
Bells enable fast travel between discovered locations. Phantom Blade Zero is not an open world game, nor is it a linear adventure from beginning to end.
So what the fuck is it?
Every corner has been meticulously handcrafted, filled with countless surprises and secrets waiting to be discovered. As you explore Phantom Blade Zero, you will discover hidden enemies, side quests, rare treasures, and crucial story clues.
So it's like Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong was the same way.
In Phantom Blade Zero, combat is the driving force. Every weapon is forged from martial folklore, cinematic legacy, and ancient tradition. Soul wields a massive arsenal of 30 primary weapons alongside 25 secondary weapons known as Phantom Edges.
Oh, it's cool.
For example, the Drunken Sword style builds drunken energy, enhancing
so
Soul's evasiveness while swaying and staggering with every strike. The White Serpent and Crimson Viper twin blades work in tandem. The length of the White Serpent allows you to fling the Crimson Viper outward for ranged attacks.
God damn,
The
bro.
fluid steel of the soft snake sword
These animations
coils
are
around
amazing.
an opponent's guard,
It's so
striking
good.
targets cleanly and even slicing through incoming threat-based attacks mid-air. However, a light blade won't be enough against heavy shields, and relying on swords alone will turn the fight into a punishing struggle. Crushing those defenses requires the brutal momentum of iron fists and hammers.
Nice.
The Tiger Cannon can blast apart distant enemy formations with a single shot, or ignite self-destructing enemies before they get close. And when bladed weapons fall short against a swarm of savage dogs, the flame-spewing Flaming Mane makes quick walk up them all. Mastery goes far deeper than basic attributes. Upgrading a weapon unlocks distinct forms and techniques, carving out a unique combat philosophy.
That's so good. Oh, damn. Ow.
You will never worry about a newly acquired.
Bro, how do you take a fucking glaive to your head, literally split your head open, and you're like, yep, I got half my HP left? That's fucking crazy, bro.
Invest them into your new gear.
That's so crazy. The sound effects are so good, man. This is okay. I need to know what this is
We've
about.
crafted difficulty options as distinct ways to experience the story.
This is very important.
Wayfarer mode is intuitive and cinematic,
Okay,
letting
for the
anyone feel like a kung fu master.
for the journalists, no problem. Kotaku, congratulations, you can play this game.
But for those seeking a true challenge, Hellwalker mode brings in core fighting game mechanics. Bosses won't rely on fixed patterns. They react to your spacing, punish your whiffs, and adapt
Nice.
to your habits in real time.
Oh, fuck, he got one-shotted? Oh my god. Yo, his health is melted.
For the ultimate test, unlock 66 days mode. Unlike the other difficulty settings, this mode turns Soul's 66-day countdown into a literal gameplay timeline.
What?
It features the intensity of Hellwalker, but every defeat costs you precious time.
What?
If the clock hits 0, it is permanent death.
Oh my god, they added a permanent death mode? So you get 66 lives? You get 66 lives, and if you reach 0, you're dead.
Infusing them into the sleek,
Like Sifu,
visceral
exactly.
aesthetic we
Exactly.
call Kung Fu Punk. To show you
Damn.
what that looks like in motion, please take a look at this boss
Well,
encounter.
at least that means that the actual game is not going to have any kind of time mechanic attached to it, so that's good, because I didn't want to deal with that. Same thing with the Blood of the Dawnwalker. I didn't want to deal with the 30-day time mechanic thing. At least over here, it's not really a time mechanic, and it's just like part of the story. But the gameplay's not affected by it unless you pick 66-day mode. And then you get 66 lives, so I guess, you know, whatever. That's fine. Not a problem. Damn. Yo, the music in this game is fucking insane. You know what's funny? I see a couple of chats in the live reaction. I see a couple of chats of people that are like, I could get this game for free. It's called Where Winds Beat. And I'm like, damn, bro. They're felting this shit. People are not having it. And you know what's sad? It's like this game has no affiliation with Sony outside of the, oh damn. He just ripped his mask off. Outside of the fact that Sony paid for exclusivity, but it's not funded, developed, or published by Sony. But this game's gonna get a lot of bad press because it gets a state of play. Because since Sony bought exclusivity, they wanna maximize their you know, their ROI on it. So that's, you know, it's one of those, like, I guess guilty by association kind of situations right now, you know? It's kind of like collateral damage. Yo, this second phase is crazy. What is this music right now? Yeah, but Felstev, you know, you said they took Sony money, they're guilty. I'm not gonna lie to you, Felstev. Chinese take money from everybody. It's China, bro. They're gonna take money from literally everybody. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. This is unbelievable. This is actually unbelievable. Shit. Bro, I want you to compare everything you're seeing right now with this game, right? Think about this in your mind. I want you to compare all the gameplay you're seeing right now, and I want you to compare it to the Wolverine trailers. And then tell me that the criticism against Wolverine is unwarranted. Tell me it's unwarranted, bro. Honestly, let's be real. Let's be fucking real. It is completely night and day, bro. You guys are getting fucking felted by the Chinese.
Now, this is
not
just
even
a
funny.
quick glimpse of Phantom Blade Zero. There's much more for you to explore, and you may even cross paths with the character I play along the way.
Phantom is movement, swift, elusive.
This is why I keep telling people, like, the criticism against Wolverine is because people want it to be better. People expected more. And they went the safe, typical Insomniac route. And here you got Chinese developers who have barely made anything in the past. And it's not even in the same fucking ballpark. It's not even in the same ballpark, dude.
That's the path to know. We ought to know.
What a fucking sell, bro. What a sell. This is 20 minutes of no bullshit. I'm gonna sell you the game. And it's like, bro, why are you just these fucking, I swear to God, these Western developers are just letting the East eat their lunch, and all they want to do is bitch about how it's unfair. Or they want to bitch about how Eastern developers are glorified. It's like, there's a reason why they're glorified. Because look at the level of effort between this game and something like Wolverine that takes it very safe. This is fucking crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, it actually upsets me. That's it. It's done. It's done. It actually upsets me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because it just proves that you guys, if you just put half the amount of effort that you do complaining about criticism on online, you might be able to get somewhere. You might be able to make something of it. But you guys just rather go online and complain about how things are unfair, how everybody's mean, how people just are criticizing for no reason. You guys don't ever want to acknowledge that you took the first fucking shot, brother. You guys took the... Like, does nobody remember how Gamergate actually started? It's unbelievable to me that these people that took the first shot, they tried to claim that gamers are no longer needed and that gamers are not your customer anymore. That was the article that started it all. And meanwhile, now they want to complain that we're just too mean now. It's like, no, you motherfucker, you guys, people didn't ask for this. People didn't ask for any of this to go down. You guys are the reason why this went down the way that it did. You took the first shot and you're angry because it came back at you 100 times over. And sure, maybe it took 8 to 10 years for it to happen. Because you guys got the win in the first Gamergate. Because let's be real, like, you had a lot more control over the conversation. Everybody was getting censored. Everybody was getting banned. And now you're angry because it's not the case anymore. So you want to blame the gamers when you're the reason why this started in the first place? But you guys are so fucking allergic to accountability. You Western developers are literally getting destroyed by developers that have little to no experience in AAA development. They probably taught themselves how to do this within just a couple of years' time. It's insane, bro. It just honestly is insane to me. But this is where we're at. There's no reason that this ever had to be this way. But you guys made it this way. So when people look at Wolverine, they're like, wow, we're just running in a straight line and we're doing the same cinematic fucking movie gameplay that Insomniac is known for, but instead you remove the open world aspect of Spider-Man and you make it more linear, which basically means you're going to make it more cinematic, because we already know what that means for Insomniac. And then you got this fucking game that is just blowing the doors down. How are we even here? We're here because you wanted to be here. And now you're angry that we're here. That's nobody's fault other than your own. You know who's not complaining about getting criticism online? The Asian developers. And guess what? They get criticism a lot of the times too. Look at what's happening with Tides of Annihilation. Tides of Annihilation right now is getting questioned over the changes for the main character. Some people don't like the fact that they nerfed the jiggle physics and all that stuff, but you know what they're doing? Nothing. They're not on Twitter crying about it. Oh my God, the criticism is so bad. My mental health. I can't shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. It's unbelievable that even when criticism is levied to both sides, one side handles it like an adult and the other side cries about it because they're so used to being in adult daycare on a daily basis that their echo chambers get completely shattered when the mere thought of anything other than toxic positivity comes their way. It gets completely fucking shattered. Even when the mainstream gaming industry wants to attack Eastern developers, which, by the way, happens all the time. We already know they're going to attack Stellar Blade 2. They did it. They didn't even wait. They did it. They're going to do it again. We already know they're probably going to attack Tides of Annihilation now that it has no ties to Jennifer English. The only reason why they let that game go is because Jennifer English was involved. Now that she's not involved, they're probably going to not be so kind to it. They consistently do this, and you know what those Asian developers do with the nonsense that you guys spew on a daily basis? Nothing. They don't do anything. They let their game speak for itself. That's what you guys never do. You guys never do that. You know, I find it amazing that you guys tend to always partner with people that chill. You never want to partner with someone who's skeptical about your product. You never want to say, you know what? How about I'll let my game speak for itself. Let me prove you wrong about my game. Instead, you want to cry and complain about the people who are being mean to you and criticizing your game and saying that your mental health is in trouble because why don't you prove them wrong? Why don't you fly them out? Why don't you be like, hey, come play my game. If you really think it's that bad, come play my game. You never want to do that. And it's for obvious reasons. So anyway, enough of that rant. I don't know where that came from. Came from somewhere. Regardless, let's talk about the game. So the game looked amazing. It looked unbelievable. The animations are fucking insane. The music is insane. I am concerned about the story aspect of it, but that's because, to be fair, the Chinese video games, they can be a hit or miss. They could be a hit or miss. Black Myth Wukong, I feel like the story for Black Myth Wukong was so well made, but that's because the Journey to the West is such it's an unbelievably famous story. Like it's essentially like Lord of the Rings damn near for the Chinese. It's huge. So, that was pretty easy to adapt. I would be very curious to see what they're going to do with the next Black Myth game. I'll be very curious. But from a gameplay perspective, this game looks like it's going to be an absolute unbelievable banger. It is going to be an absolute banger. So if they could even remotely make the story, interesting, if they can make it interesting, if they can make it something that's like a, typical kung fu movie or something like that, like just something interesting, I think they definitely have a banger on their hands. We might be seeing, probably not as big as Black Myth Wukong. I don't know, because I don't really know how the Chinese are, I don't know how they're like talking about this game, because I know with Black Myth Wukong, they were super excited for that game. That was one of the first AAA releases from China. So they were all for it, and they supported the hell out of that game. I don't know if this game is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be the same level, but I feel like it's still going to be pretty big. I think this game is going to do big numbers in China. And since Chinese players are a big part of Steam, I wouldn't be surprised if this game does pretty decent numbers, even for something that's like a brand new IP, like this game, So it would be interesting to see how this game does. I definitely could see it easily doing over 100K. I just don't know if it's going to do that much more than that. It's got Donnie Yen in it. Like, I don't know how much that really is going to play a part in it. But realistically, I think the game's definitely going to do well. And since it's made in China, we already know the budget is way smaller than anything Western made. It's not even close. So they're going to make their money back pretty quickly. So I think the game looks fantastic. I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to play it. This is definitely a video game that has my name all over it. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room before we continue. Guys, this chat was insane. This chat was wild. I could go back and read this. It's like, bro, they're literally spamming disc emojis. Corporate shills be gone. Look at this. It's actually crazy. I'm going to read a couple just to kind of, let's just have a little fun. Let's read a couple of these. I'm curious to see what people got to say. All right, so no disc, no PS6. You got a bunch of disc emojis, and then he threw in a floppy disk. Why'd you throw in a floppy disk, bro? No disc, no buy. Looks peak, but I won't be buying on PS5. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing, all the comments that are not about physical games, there are bots. Let's download PS5 games on the internet to teach PlayStation a lesson. No disc, no buy. Nothing about disc. Well, no pre-order it is. No buy either. When's the PC physical? Oh, you think you're cute with that. I love these people that always want to bring up the fact that PC doesn't have physical media. They think they're so cute when they say that. When they don't realize that buying digitally on PC is extremely different from buying digitally on a closed ecosystem like PlayStation. But you know, they never want to admit that. They never want to have that conversation. You're not only killing discs, but also PS6 in your company. No disc, no buy. Womp womp. We want the trailer on a disc. What? Like a Columbia record thing where we get 10 for 1 cent. What the fuck, bro? No to all digital future. No disc, no buy, no PS5. Great game, but if no disc in future, PS5 last console, Sony, sorry. Sony, we need our discs. Pre-ordered on Steam. Oh, damn. That's rough. That's rough. You already know, like, the PlayStation Super Shills, they're not going to be happy with that. Imagine having a PlayStation State of Play where Sony paid an ungodly amount of money for exclusivity, and you got this person who's like, yeah, I just pre-ordered this on Steam. That's fucking crazy, bro. Good job on that one. What the fuck? PlayStation? Okay. I got mines on Steam. Oh, I love it, dude. I love it. This is great, man. This is great. No disc, no buy. No demo is sad, but still gonna buy. Boo, Sony. No disc, no money. Bro, that's the what? That's the wind of the stream? I don't know what they're saying. Hashtag PlayStation blackout. No disc, no buy. Yawn. Was it done? No disc, no buy. No disc, no buy. If buying isn't owning, pirating isn't stealing. Gen Z and Alpha own nothing, and they love it because they're brainwashed slackers. Okay. Sony said no to demo. That's what you get for being a shill. Let us choose. We want physical releases. What the hell is this? Digital PS5 vomit emojis? Demo? Question mark? No disc, no buy. Yes, buy. Guess I'll be getting this on PC since there's no physical disc on PS5. I feel so sad for the developers. They deserve better. Everyone is mad at Sony, not the game. The game looks amazing and fire. That's pretty much exactly where we're at. That's exactly where we're at. Like, I don't think anybody hated the way the game looked. I think people just didn't like the fact that it was a state of play. Obviously, it's connected to Sony, so, you know. Nat Turner says, we get it, LOL. This changes nothing. 2028 is still screwed. One last time, physical media forever. Again, guys, it just keeps going. It just keeps... Look, resign. If it doesn't come out on disc, I won't be buying this. Smiley face. Where's the demo? No disc, no buy. Greedy Studio. No physical. This is the easy skip. No skeletons, no buy. What the fuck? So anyway, guys, I mean, listen. Overall, I'm excited for this game. This is the kind of video games that I play. You guys know this. I play pretty much like as many action video games or Souls-like games or hack and slashes. That's my gig. That and turn-based RPGs or RPGs in general. That's the games that I play. I'm excited for it. I love it. I think it looks great. It is unfortunate that they took money from Sony for 1 year of exclusivity on PlayStation. But honestly, it's the fucking Chinese, bro. They're not gonna say no to anything, bro. They want to take our money and run with it. So I'm really not that surprised, to be honest with you. But overall, I just hope it means that the money went into development. It looks like it did. The development looks very good. And hopefully we can't wait to play it on Steam. That's basically it.